Good morning, good afternoon, good evening across the country, around the world. Welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program 1.2. I just took the rover out again for some more science. I thought maybe I could get to, like, some lowlands here, but there aren't. I had to actually go all the way over here, and I just went straight to highlands. No midlands, just highlands. I think there's midlands somewhere. Maybe just not here. Anywho, that got us an extra, like, 24 science, whatever it was. I think it was at 70 or something. That got us some more. No, we were at 76. We got 18. Got a little more science. So that gives us enough for one more on this level. And bigger rockets, nice, not necessary. Tinier rockets, no. Separators and things, not necessary yet. Aerodynamics, no. Landing stuff, not yet. We have the light lander. We'll be okay with that for the moment. Inline stabilizer, control stuff. These will be good to have soon. But not yet. This is how you carry more people. A ladder, because we don't know how to build a ladder yet. And then miniaturization, available parts. So this is good. It's going to give us a probe core, which... What can you do? Pitch torque, stability assist. So you can't do much. Okay, so you're not as useful as Jeb would be. Yeah, okay, that's fine. But the big, go away. The big one is the solar panels. That's what you want. We're gonna go to the. We're not gonna go to the moon. We're gonna go to Minmus, one of the moons of Kerbin. Minmus is smaller and lighter and easier to deal with. We're gonna go there and science and do all kinds of things. All right, so let's research that. We're done with that. All right, so let's build something that's gonna get to Minmus and back. Not that big a deal. Pretty easy. Because Minmus is fairly forgiving. Alright, so this is going to return. And it's going to return with some science. Those are expensive. No, yeah, we'll return with some science. Okay. So that being said, let's see science. Go ahead and slap on that guy on the bottom. We'll get two We'll get two goo canisters on here. Is that? Yeah. We'll get a barometer because that can be reset all the time. Whoa. Put the barometer down here. And the thermometer, put that down here. There we go. The hatch isn't blocked, is it? Missing parachute, electrical, required but not generated. Really? Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll get to that in just a moment. So for utility, though, we want, because we're gonna come back with things. Yeah, we can stop that on for now. We're gonna put something in the middle in a minute. We want those. We want also the radial chutes, because this is gonna be a heavier pod to return. All this is coming back plus a heat shield. Boom. So all that's coming back, as well as no power. There we go. So we're gonna add. Let's actually get two. Is it R? Yes. R changes it to mirror symmetry. So we're gonna get two solar panels. We're gonna slap those guys back here. Oh, I don't want. I only want one of these guys. Oh, hold on. R. Zoom in and then up. Okay. You. Just one. Just one. Right there. And same with you. Just one. Right there. Otherwise they were on the back and that looks kind of funny. I don't need those. Anyway, we're going to have some solar panels here. We're going to have... Like, so we're going to get rid of that for a second. We're going to put some power there. And... Yeah, and we're also going to give us an extra kick with the small inline reaction wheel. Beautiful. So this is all that's going to come back. It's a little beefy looking, kind of funny, but that's what we got with the parts that are available right now. Yeah. We don't need the monopropellant. We can ditch all of that. Good. Cannot transmit science. Okay. Yeah, that's a thing. So because we're going to have the barometer and the thermometer, I believe you can transmit those for full science. Let's double check. Barometer. Doesn't say. It probably does somewhere and I just can't find it. But we're going to attach... Ooh, the high gain? Part of me wants to attach it just because it's fun looking. Although, well, we'll attach it and transmit what we can, and if we get to a point where we can't, then we won't. There we go. That'll be tucked in right there, nice and clean like. We don't have any, we don't have any shrouds yet, no. Ooh, service bay though. No, not necessary yet. Anywho, all that's going to come back. That's cool. And I'm hoping this can talk to the space, or to the satellite station. Anywho, all this is coming back with all of this science. We're going to send up Jeb. Yeah, we're going to send up Jeb because he's a little more experienced. I mean, you know what? No, I lied. Let's give Valentina a chance. Valentina's going to be the first one to land somewhere. Oh, no, yeah. So this is all coming back. All right, so all of this here is what's going to come back. Good. What are we doing for parts? We're not anywhere near our limits, and we've got plenty of money to do this. All right, so now, coupler. Boom. All right. So all of this is coming back, which is great. After that, we are going to, let's see, what are we going to do? What shall we do? This. And I think I want to do, just for added stabilization and cool looks, we're going to do that. The bottom of all of these, well, yes. And yes, we're going to have a bunch of terriers. So this will be a really efficient lander here. To land, though, we need landing strips. So these are kind of weak. So we're actually going to like double up on these. Set there and set here. Is that centered? No. Not quite. Needs to be back one space. There we go. There we go. So that should give us plenty of well, it would if they actually reach down below the fuel nozzles. Doi. Whoop, just there. Just you. Good. And let's tuck it in. No, you know what? We'll leave it like that. And you as well. 1, 2. Yes. Cool. That should be great for landing on Minmus. That should be just plenty. And then, again, because we're going up there and power is a thing, we're going to add some solar panels there and solar panels on the inside. That way, almost no matter which way we're oriented, we should have power. Awesome. All right. So that should be a pretty good thrust-to-weight ratio for Minmus. Minmus is pretty light, and it's pretty forgiving. So, let's go ahead and save this, though. Minmus lander. All right, next. Oh, no, sorry, not structural. Although, because I don't have Kerbal, what's it called? I don't have the joint stabilizer thingy. We're going to go ahead and do this. Plus, it kind of looks... yeah, it looks kind of cool. Okay. Where was I, though? Coupling, right? We'll get it. No, middle one. There we go. All right. So that's going to be a little beefy, a little bit much to get into orbit, but that's okay. We can make it happen. I've done it before. Retracted. Ooh. Retracted. Okay. All right. So we got that there. Now, fuel. All the fuel. One more. Sure, why not? We'll see. Actually, no, I lied. We're going to go ahead and put on one. Grab you, because you're already there. One of those guys. There we go. That's more like it, I think. It's nice to have that terrier there to help finalize circularization of orbits and things. So that's the top stage. That's something that's there. Down here, we're gonna go ahead and put in a swivel. Nope, a swivel. Give us vectoring, and then beneath that will be the like initial stage. It's gonna be really long and tall and skinny and funky looking rocket, but it's okay. We're gonna make it work. It's probably gonna be way overkill for Delta V, but without MechJeb, I don't have my handy dandy calculations on hand, so this is what it's gonna be. And now we'll do 1, 2, 3 down here with another swivel. Good. And then we're going to copy that, put you to the side. Structural? No, coupling, that's right. And we'll get some of these guys. 3? Yeah, we could do 3. That'll be fun. Let me grab this guy and attach him to that, as long as it's nice and square. There we go. Yes. Good. These are attached nice and high. When building, you know, couplers that are going to unstage, destage, detach, you want the coupler to be up high. That way when it separates, it pushes the rest of it, pushes this away, and the whole thing just kind of peels off. That being said, oof, this is really tall, and it's probably going to fall apart on me because I don't have joint stabilization. That's why we strut the crap out of it, though. Aerodynamics, just put some nose cones on these guys just for funsies. Don't need it up there. It'll just detract from the weight. You'll be able to help at that point. We can get, all right, struts. Struts, struts, struts. First off, let's strut these guys to that. And apparently there's a new feature called auto strut. Oh, that's interesting. Whoa. Never played with that before. That's interesting. Well, it gives you guidelines. I thought it was gonna like attach struts for you, but I guess not. I guess it just gives you guidelines. All right. So first we'll strut to this, and then we'll strut to. Did I not attach you? Oh, I did, but then they like got left behind. Oh, there they are. And it's too far away. Damn it. Really? I can't strut any longer than that? Oh, no, it's probably too long, and the thing's not going to be happy. Okay, well. We shall see what happens with this. I am kind of worried it's just gonna fall apart upon first takeoff. Yeah, I think I mean, that's a pretty damn tall, slender ship. We'll see what happens. Last but not least, I think it's, yeah, oh, right there. Launch clamps. All right, so those 3, that guy we need in there. Put you above that. Checking our staging. So all 4 motors at the bottom are going to launch, and then we'll get rid of the launch clamps. Separate the outers. They fed to the middle. We'll eventually ditch that. Activate the one underneath that. That's a long burn there. Separate there. Activate and separate. No, no, no. There we go. Activate. Burn that. Separate. And then we burn. Oh, we want to add all these guys together. They're in the same stage. They're all together. Cool. And then eventually we bring that back, separate, and come back home. In theory. We'll see what happens. Yeah. And we're going to Minmus, so it'll be nice and light. We don't have the technology for ladders, haven't researched that yet. But it's Minmus. You can RCS and fly around just fine. Alright, so this is going to be our Minmus lander. Ooh, maybe. Save. Let's check it out and give it a go. See if we can get it launched and into orbit. This first moment when the screen pops up and we see it on the dock, we'll see, because sometimes they bounce and wobble and weeble wobble. No, not too bad. Okay. T. So I don't have Valentina. She's only at 0 stars. She can't hold prograde, retrograde, but I can maneuver it and do it for her. Plus we have the extra rotational wheel up there, so everything should be okay. T. Oh, that's, no, sorry, turn that on. Z for full throttle, because I don't know what thrust weight is like. And here we go. Not enough. Not enough. Revert to vehicle assembly. Okay, so craft is a little too heavy. First switch. Let's try putting on some Reliant, because they have a higher initial thrust to weight. Save. Launch. And if that doesn't work, then we'll have to do a radical redesign. We're probably just going to cut out a middle section. Okay, T, Z. Oh, okay. Not quite. Not quite enough. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to take out, like, that upper stage. Whoa! I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was kind of cool. So let's take all of that, and then all of this, and then put all of this back on there. Alright, let's double check staging. Ah, that was what happened last time. There, separate, separate, launch, separate, launch all those. Okay, I think we'll be okay. I think this is going to make it enough, because we saw that it was almost enough. It didn't quite have a thrust weight of 1, but this should do it. Cross your fingers. God, it's been a while since I've done something like this, so this is all like, it's all a learning curve again. Nope. That's even, oh, hold on. Whoa. Hold on. Revert flight, revert to launch. Wow, I didn't realize that I could damage all that. Oopsie. I know that's an option. I guess I have it on. I forgot to turn on the SAS and set the throttle to full. Now we should work out just fine. Whoa. The thrust weight is like just barely 1. So that's a little weak sauce. We are going up. And hopefully we'll get into orbit. Alright, Valentina, you look really smiley. I hope this works out. Anyway, I hope this all works out. We shall see. Alright, so we're going up nice and slow and steady, and that's okay. Thrust weight wasn't great. I think if I had cut this down a layer, we would have been better off, but I think this should work. Now the real test. Wrong. What? Oh, yeah. I forgot. I redid the key configurations. Let's kick this over. Easterly. Get our gravity turn going. Now the question, the problem is, when we let go of this, this guy is not going to have thrust to weight to do anything for us, is it? I don't think so. I really don't. And that's kind of a pity. I mean, maybe it might, but I kind of doubt it. Whoa, that's interesting. I mean, it's fine. I want it to be, you know, at that line. Not that much, though. Alright. So, yeah. So we are losing velocity. That is not ideal. This guy's a little bit squirrely. Ah, I keep forgetting I reset the keys. Balls. Alright, so now we're actually building speed up again, so that's good. Son of a biscuit. I need to reset the keys. I had them set a certain way so that when you fly, like an aircraft, a plane, they work a certain way. Whoa. Did you see that wobble, that flex there at the joints? Not good. What's our apoapsis? Is not looking good. It's about where we are. Eek. Yeah, this was not the best launch I've ever had. But okay, our velocity is increasing, and our fuel is only half for that tank, that set of tanks there. So I don't know. Maybe we could salvage this. I really don't know. Kind of a funky power sliding. Oof. Yeah, I'm like right at the apoapsis. I'm gonna hit my apoapsis right now. And now it's just like sheer rocket power that's keeping me going up right now. This is not... No, this isn't going to work out. Okay, let's try this again. Not going to fly. I mean, it flew, but not well. Okay, so let's try a couple things. 4. Oh, no, sorry, just 4. 4 of those guys. That should help. That should actually help quite a lot. And because at that stage, our thrust to weight is a little weak. I think we also have... Yeah, we have little helper engines called thuds. I'm just going to pop 2 of these guys on like this. So, but they're not going to activate right away. They're going to activate after we separate. In fact, they're going to activate after. I want to activate that oh, no, come on, come back. We're going to have them activate, like I said, separately. And then, of course, launch clamps. There we go. 4 of them. There. Separate launch clamps. Yeah, I think with the 4 reliance and the extra fuel and thrust to weight down there at the kickoff, that should make things go much better and smoother. This guy's really long and kind of hard to steer and maneuver, and I think they've tweaked things, so it's harder overall. That activates the... There's 2 of them, right? Oh no, I don't want you activating right away. Wait, where are you? Oh, I had that backwards. Okay, let's try this again. 2 thuds activate there. There we go. That makes a little more sense. 'Cause all 5 of those launch clamps separate after the fuel dumps. Yes, and then we activate the thuds. That's more like it. Okay, that makes a little more sense to me at least. All right, let's try this one more time. This is taking a little longer than I thought. Well, we should be able to get this into orbit, and then we will be able to get to Minmus on the next episode? Question mark. All right. TZ. Gosh, take that for granted. And here we go again. Okay, that's still not a great thrust to weight ratio, but it's better. And I'm going to start. I know it's kind of not what is done, but I'm actually already tapping to the east just so that it kind of sets itself up that way from the beginning. It should flow fairly well and not go too crazy. Although we're spinning. Why we're spinning, I don't know. I didn't tap that button. Okay, so we're just on the outside edge of the prograde marker. I think the ship is going to want to start to do a gravity turn on its own. If I had Jeb or a better probe core, you'd be able to click lock to prograde and it would just follow prograde up, but I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, so now we are definitely past 100 meters per second. We can kick over a bit more and, like I said, begin our gravity turn. Stop twisting. Stop falling to the south. Don't understand why you do that. Really don't. Come on. Come on. What are you doing? That's kind of weird. I don't know why you're doing that. Don't twist, don't twist. Come on, that way. Point that way. Stay that way. Behave. Alright, now's the test. Oh. And the thuds. Good. Okay, so that helps. And, ooh, whoa, those gimbal. So that's a help as well. Whoa. You can see the whole thing flexing. Not ideal. Not great. Not the end of the world, but not ideal either. Where are we at? We are there. We can get a little bit more over and locked into that prograde. And this should work. Now we should be able to get into orbit with this. As wibbly wobbly as it is, this should be just fine. I think. Spout. That's our apoapsis. Okay, good. So we are going to be leaving the atmosphere. We are going to be hitting space. That being said, then we're up high enough. Let's kick it over horizontal. Whoa. See that? Flex. Oh, it scares the crap out of me. Oh, I really need to get cribble joint reinforcement back. The mod's doing a good job. There's already 154 as of the time I'm playing. Mods have been updated per CCAN. So we're gonna, as soon as some of those start coming in, we're gonna install those because they are lifesavers. All right, there's that stage, and then we are in space. Yay! All right. So we're going to keep burning this way. Our apoapsis is still going up. We're a minute 16 away from it. Minute 15. Okay, so it is slowly... We are slowly approaching our apoapsis. That's fine. We're going to keep burning more or less horizontal. Stop the spinning. Yeah, so our apoapsis is slow. Our time to our apoapsis is slowly decreasing, which is good now that we have that information through patched conics. And as we stay, like I said, about horizontal, that should help. And if we keep this around a minute, oh, okay, it's going to start climbing up now, which is fine. We can go a little more horizontal and push it, not up so much, but we can push it out. 6, minute 7. What's your fuel like? And this stage. Oh yeah, we should be able to circularize with this stage. Good. Yeah. Alright, at a point, yeah, you're going to start pushing your apoapsis away as you circularize. So yeah, we're just going to leave this burning the way it is. So we're going to hit an orbit in just a minute. I don't want that to get too much higher because it's just a waste. As long as we enter into space. We're in space. I saved it actually. That ended up being a roughly equatorial orbit. That's cool. We have a little bit of fuel left in this stage. And then we have a whole bunch of fuel in there. And the thrust weight there will be great. Oh, there's the moon. Alright, so we're going to go for Minmus. Minmus is a little bit inclined. So this will be a bit of a challenge. But there are tricks to do in that. But that's for the next episode. Got the Minmus lander in space. Solar panels deployed, power being collected from the sun. Yay. Yeah. So I'll put a cut in here. I'll pick up with you guys, though, in just a moment in the next episode as we hopefully land on, or get to and land on Minmus. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. If you like, hit subscribe, tell your friends, tell your neighbors. I will catch you later.